All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great example to his younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. And what I want to get into today, is pretty much, on how we should cherish, all right, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, because as Yahweh Shai said, all right, in the book of St. John 6 and 63, he said how the flesh profited nothing, but it's the spirit that quickeneth. And see, the Lord has put his spirit, on particular men, to teach his word. And it's all according to him putting his spirit on us that we're doing this. All right. Nothing that we do, is of ourselves, man. Nothing that we do is self-will. All right. Or something that we conjured up. This was something that was given unto us, and understand that it was given unto us. We should cherish it because it's only through the spirit that we're allowed to do what we're doing, And if the Lord takes away that spirit, all right, we'll be done. And brothers, I know brothers, especially brothers that been in for a while, they've seen men come and go. They've seen men in the spirit and they've seen men be out of the spirit. And there's a big difference. Because see, even when you go to Psalms 51, and the reason why King David is making this request, because he remember seeing Saul in the spirit and then seeing Saul not in the spirit, having demons on him. So when King David, he committed, his iniquity dealing with Bathsheba and pretty much setting Uriah up, conspiring pretty much to kill Uriah, to murder Uriah. And then, he counted Israel. So within his sin, all right, he made a plea. And that's where you get the Psalms, all right, 51. All right, because when you read the top of Psalms 151, it says to the chief musician, a psalm of David, when Nathan the prophet came unto him after he had gone into Beersheba. You see, so that was after he committed a great sin. That was worthy of death, and David made a plea, and within that plea, all right, that's where you get. I started Psalms 51 and 10. It says, "Create in me a clean heart, O power, and renew a right spirit within me." Yeah, so he pretty much asking, to be cleansed, to cleanse his spirit, from wickedness. You see, and that's another thing that the spirit does. It puts us in the mind frame. It puts us in the mindset to do right. You know, when you go into it, it says, "Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me." So he's begging the Most High to take not that Holy Spirit from him, you know? And that's the position that we're all in. That's why when you see men get proud, it's over with, because there's no room for pride within this, man, because this is nothing that we have control of, man. You know, the Most High can make you be, have you with super memory. You can do all these videos. You can make all these points. You can, go into history and geopolitics. You can do all these things, but then he can zap you, all right, and it be like you never existed in the spirit, man. This is the power that we're dealing with. So pride, that self exaltation spirit, that exalting yourself spirit, that's off, man. You see, and that's why the scriptures talk about men waxing worse and worse. Why? Because their spirit is seeping away from them. All right. When you look at ISUPK, what's happening? The Most High is just seeping the spirit away from them, where they're going to sound worse and worse. You know, look at ITR. You see, they went from being out there, all right, when they first broke off, they was out there tough, teaching. They was still mainly on point for the most part. But then what did they do? Start remixing everything. and then it got to the point where you don't even see them no more, and it's to the point now like they never existed. It like it never was an ITR. You know, that's the power that we dealing with, man. He can make it seem like you never was if he take that spirit from you. So we gotta cherish the spirit. And when you go into all right, verse 12, it says, "Cast." This is Psalms 51:12. It said, "Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit." And when you go into that word free, it goes into willing. All right, a spirit that's willing to continue in this thing, man. All right, and I know that the elder brother, Manat the Zakba, man, he done seen way, way more men, be in the spirit and then be out of the spirit, man. And it's a scary thing, man, especially men that you was in camp with. Y'all out there on the front line together, and then, all right, this guy goes back into the world, and now you look, you see his Facebook timeline. It's like he was never part of a camp, man. It's like he was never cleansed. You see, and you'd be like, damn, he's cussing you. He's right there beside you, cussing out Babylon, talking about the missiles on the way, talking about how long it takes missiles to get from Moscow to New York City. But then the Most High zap him, and he'll be in the world, all right, talking about a party, the Boosie Bash or some shit. You be like, God damn, and it's a scary thing, man. It keeps us humble, all right. This is the brother, all right, GMS Manata Zakba. All right, GMS Bible teacher SC, the elder brother Manata Zakba. This is 2 Timothy 3:13 said, "But evil man and seducer shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived." Yeah, because that spirit, is drying up, you know. And once that spirit, all right, once that spirit is gone, you gone. All right. So we're in this thing through the will of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. All right, it has nothing to do with us. When you go to what's that, St. John, I think 15. All right, St. John 15:1. It says, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the husband. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away, and every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit." Yeah, so how Shai is that true vine that we're all attached to. All right, we're the branches of the true vine of Yahushua. You know, everything stems off Yahushua, just like he's the chief cornerstone. You know, which means what? Everything is built, off of Yahushua. Well, this is the analogy of what? He's the true vine, where all the branches connected to the same vine. So every brother that you see within the ministry, every sincere brother that you see within the ministry is connected to that vine of Yahushua. You see? That one vine, many brothers, but there's one vine that we're all connected to. And those that bear not fruit, he gets rid of those branches. And then the branches that are bearing fruit, he purges us, which means he take us through things to level us up, in the faith, so we can bear more fruit. You see? And keep reading it. And it says, "Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you." See, cleanse. This word is a cleanser. All right. This word polishes us, man. This word is purging us into something great. And it says, "Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine, no more can ye except ye abide in me." Yeah, because you never seen a branch that just lying on the ground and fruit is budding out of that branch. All right. You see a branch that has fallen off a tree. Well, eventually what happens, man, that branch loses color, it loses its vigor, and then eventually it just disintegrates, it withers away. All right, it becomes very feeble, and it just blows away. All right, that you'll never see a branch bear fruit by itself, just a branch. on the ground just bearing fruit. You know, the winter come, it die, and then the spring come and it come back to life and start just bearing fruit. No, it withers away. You know, and that's what happens. You know, if we get disconnected from the vine, that's why. Hey, how Shah said, hold fast. All right, till you come, hold fast that which we have till he come. So really with it, with this ministry, it's like you gotta really hold on tight. Like I was saying earlier, you gotta bear hug, man. You know, yeah, life gonna shake you up a little bit. You gotta bear hug this thing, man. You know, you you gotta ride it out, man. But you gotta hold on to your house shot, man. Cause in your house shot, anything possible, man. But if you get disconnected from your house shot in any type of way, you gonna start withering. You see? So that's why we gotta cherish this thing, man. All right. And it says, it's St. John 15:5. It says, I am the vine, and ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, you can do nothing. Yes, so it's all through Yahweh Shai. Without me, you can do nothing. The fruit, you know, the brothers and sisters that listen to these videos is because we're connected to Yahweh Shai. You know, because once I say that disconnect happen, then you start seeing the doctrine with it, you start seeing the work ethic with it, and then eventually, hey, they just it just they fade to black, you know. And like I say, we've seen it time and time and time again. Some great speakers, some great orators, some you know, some precept kings. All right, a lot of men. All right, had they was charismatic. All right, charismatic. You know, had that charisma. You see, paint pictures. They could paint a picture with the precepts. You know, you can see what they talking about, man. You know, as they speaking. But guess what? They got separated from Yahushua because there's always something, and see, it always be something off camera that separates, you know, men from Yahushua. That's why we gotta have our, you know, our daily life in check more than anything, man. You see? Let me get some more. All right. This is a brother, GMS Bible teacher at C. This is Matthew 13:12. It said, for whosoever have to him shall be given. All right. And he shall have more abundance. But whosoever have not, all right, from him shall be taken away, even that he have. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was shocked and take this understanding back. All right. That's what the apostle Paul said. When you get that in I want to say First Corinthians, the fourth chapter. I want to say. All right. This is First Corinthians 4:7. It says, "For who maketh thee to differ from another? And what hast thou that thou didst not receive? Now, if thou didst receive it, why dost thou glory as if thou hadst not received it?" Yeah. So, what do we have that we didn't receive? But you got Jake. You like Jake want to have these debates. Like the Most High gave Jake understanding so he can debate. All right, so he can have debates and make himself look great. No, man, this is something we receive. So there's a particular way. All right, there's a particular dynamic with the truth as far as how we're supposed to bring it out and the spirit that we're supposed to be in as we're teaching, man. But Jake, we want to debate everybody. Want to debate Kemet. Want to debate, you know, the theologian. Want to debate all these people as if he has this truth to showcase his knowledge, man. All right, this ain't our knowledge. This was given to us, man. But you see how some Jake move like it's their knowledge, like they, you know, read the right books, you know, with the moon was full and they read the right amount of books at this perfect time and it just clicked. No, man. This was given unto us, man. But you got Jake that moved like this wasn't something that was given unto us, man. All right? You read it again. It's First Corinthians 4:7. It said, for who maketh thee to differ from another? And what hast thou that thou didst not receive? Now, if thou didst receive it, why dost thou glory as if thou hadst not received it? Yeah, we have nothing to glory in, man. This is the wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Shai. This is His will being carried out in the earth, man. We just happen to, be those spirits, Lord willing. That was. We know we called. We pray that we're chosen. We're fighting to be chosen, man. We know that we're called. You see, that's why we have to serve Yahweh Bashim Shai with fear and trembling and humility, man, because it's not of us. You see, that's why you got to cherish this thing, and then this is about action, because you show what you appreciate by your actions. All right. If a woman says she appreciate her husband, but every time her husband gets off work, she's at her friend's house or her mama house, knowing her husband works a laborious job, he's gonna come in looking for food. But when he get there, she not there, and she mosey in whenever she get ready, cook whenever she get ready. Well, that shows her appreciation for that man. All right. And then on the flip side, if when she cooked and say she was on point, cook had the food ready for him, this and that, and then he get there and he don't eat, well, that shows his lack of appreciation. See, appreciation is showed by action. You see, if a brother make you a necklace, all right, or a bracelet or whatever, well, you show you appreciate that by you wear it. You see, that shows appreciation. Because then if you don't, show the appreciation, well, now that person is not apt to do things for you anymore because you're not showing any appreciation for what they are doing. So why do more? And that's how it is with Yahweh Bashim Shai. We got to show we appreciate. Appreciation got to be shown in this, man. You see? The scriptures say love, all right, in deed, not in word, man. You see? So this is about a thing of action. It shows how much we cherish this thing about how we treat it, man. Somebody get you a new car, and you don't, all right, do nothing but put gas in it. You don't wash it. You don't keep the inside clean. Well, that shows your appreciation for something that was given to you, man. You see? So we have to show appreciation, man, and it get to a point where the Most High, Yahweh Bashim out, really Yahweh Shai, because the sacrifice Yahweh Shai made, like Yahweh Shai had to feel, all right, that crucifixion, man. For us to have this wisdom today, Yahweh Shai had to feel that. You see, so he'll feel some type of way if he bestowed a portion of his spirit on you and you're not making good on that return. He gonna feel some type of way. That's why those that know, all right, have came into this thing and don't perform, gonna get beat with many stripes, man. You know? And we pray to stay in the spirit. That's one of the main things to pray for, is to pray to stay in the spirit, man. All right? So let's go back into it. I think there's Ephesians. It might be Ephesians 1. All right, this is Ephesians 1 and 3. It says, "Bless, all right, be the Most High and Father of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who have blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Yahweh Shai, according as He have chosen us in Him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame, all right, before Him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahweh Shai Hamashiach to Himself, according to the good pleasure of His will." Is all according to His will, the good pleasure of His will. You see that? It was the good pleasure of His will to do this, man. You know? And we should be going all out to show appreciation for this, man. You know, you should be willing to, sacrifice, lose things, man. You know, to show appreciation for the, for this gift for the spirit, man. Out of all the beings and people on earth, man, there's only a small remnant. You know, out of all the billions of people on the earth, there's a chosen nation. And within that chosen nation, there's a remnant within there whom the Lord is dealing with, man. You know, how great is that? So we had to we got to move, all right, you know, with some urgency with this thing, man. You see? So let's go from there. It's another one in I think it's First Corinthians, might be 15. All right. This is First Corinthians 15 and 9. And it says, "For I am the least of the apostles, that am not meet to be called an apostle, because I persecuted the church of the Most High. But by grace of the Most High, I am what I am." You see, by the grace of the Most High, I am what I am. This is Apostle Paul speaking, man. You know, because Apostle Paul was heavy into the revelation. Yahushua was dealing with him tough. He had a lot of revelation. He was raised up a Pharisee, so he was heavy into the precepts. He understood the priesthood. Because you go into the book of Hebrews, oh my goodness, all right. Apostle Paul went in on breakdowns, man. You know, on breaking down the priesthood from the Levites to Melchizedek. The Apostle Paul went in. You see, but what did he say? It's the grace of the Most High. I am what I am. He didn't forget that, man. All right. No matter what level he was on in the knowledge, he knew that it was all according to the grace of the Most High, man. He remembered what he did. You see what he was doing, man. And he knew he was worthy of a death, man. But through grace, the Most High allowed him, all right, to be what, man, an apostle, man. You see that? And just like us, man, when we look at our past lives, man, come on, man. You know, I know, I know if I don't endure in this thing, I'm missile food. The Most High put them charges on me from before I came into the truth, man. If the blood of Yahweh don't cover me, man, I know I'll be missile food, man. You know? My greatest fear is Yahweh Bashim outside taking this spirit off me, man. I don't want to do this anymore, man. You know? And we all subjugated to that, man. You see, that's why you gotta move in a certain way, man. All right? Like I say, you gotta have the mindset, man. If we was homeless, we'd do this, man. That's why Apostle Paul, hey, he a great example, man. When you go into when you read on, it says, "But by the grace of the Most High, I am what I am, and His grace which was bestowed upon me was not in vain." See, Apostle Paul said, "Look, the grace that the Most High gave me not in vain." Because Apostle Paul was working, man. When you look at the map and see how Paul was traveling, man, Apostle Paul was getting it in, man. Because he said, "Look, the grace that the Most High gave me is not gonna be in vain." You know, he ain't he I'm gonna make sure, all right, that I use this grace, man, to fulfill His will. You know, and it says that His grace which was bestowed upon me was not in vain, but I labor more abundantly than they all. All right, so he like, look, I labor more abundantly than they all. If you want to talk about works, you know, because Apostle Paul, he had a great body of work, man, but he was making sure that the grace and that gift that was given to him didn't go in vain, man. You see? And it says, "Yet not I, but the grace of the Most High which was with me. You see? So it ain't even all that body of work that Apostle Paul did that was still accredited to Yahweh by Shema Shai, man. You know? That was still accredited to Yahweh by Shema Shai, man. And verse 11 said, therefore, whether it were I or they, so we preach and so ye believe. Yeah, so Apostle Paul, like, look, whether it's me or, or they, you believe, and that's what this is for, man. It's all for to bring back believers, man. All right, what we're doing, this ain't for us. This is for, this ain't for the individual brother. This is for the nation. You see, this is a like the elders of How did lesson earlier, going into making decisions for the kingdom. Well, this is a decision for the kingdom, man. You know, the sacrifice that brothers is making, to put videos together, to research, to find out more information, to, make the scriptures plain and, quizzing brothers or whatever we doing in the spirit, man. This is building a nation, man. All right. This is pushing Yahweh Shai. This is, all right, because Yahweh Shai is within all the elect. And see, the teachers, all the teachers are doing, all right, is just invoking Yahweh Shai that's already in you. You know? That portion of Yahweh Shai that's in you just constantly getting invoked and it's growing, until it's going to be like, because the kingdom is just going to be like an extension of Yahweh Shai in the earth, man. All right? Like Yahweh Shai going, he's going to be his rulership, and everywhere he's going to set up, his men under him, and it's going to be like an extension of Yahweh Shai everywhere in the earth, man. And we're being conformed now, you know? And and you have to have the spirit to be able to perform, man, because without the spirit we can't perform this, man. We can't go into these precepts. We can't, read something and get revelation, man. All right? We can't see a current event and understand what it means according to prophecy without the spirit, man. You know? So you brothers, hey, cherish the spirit, man. Show appreciation, you know, to what we're doing, man. Speaking to myself first and foremost. All right? But that's the point. I just wanted to bring that out. Lord will you brothers and you few sisters edified to the next time I say Shalom. Kwam Yashala, DTA, Abab, Abal soon. Shalom.